Huh, Ridgeback. Ridgeback? That's pretty cool. So it's a brace for the face?
Ridgeback. Like the dog?
I'm really a cat guy. So what is it?
The best feeling and longest metalwood you'll ever hit.
Is that Bernhard?
Oh, great, Langer. You know why I play Tour Edge? Because I win with it.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Golf gloves have been around for over a century, but they never seem to stand the test of time. It's time to stop playing short-lived, frail, crusty leather gloves and start playing with game-changing Claw golf gloves. Exclusive silicone palm provides consistent grip that never blackens, hardens, or tears. Breathable mesh promotes outstanding airflow, keeping hands cool and sweat-free. Add in being machine washable, the Claw delivers more rounds than typical stale old leather gloves. Golfers, it's time to expect more from your golf glove.
You heard me talk about Squares golf shoes and how they help you hit the golf ball further. And many of you are saying, oh, come on, Faldo, give us a break. How is that possible? But yes, they do. And it's proven with science.
What we noticed with the Square shoes was the shoe keeps the pressure in a more stable fashion towards inside of the trail heel, allowing pressure to get to the lead side, generating much more club and speed and distance gain.
Visit squares.com. Change your shoes, change your game. Squares, the distance golf shoe.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk, right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all your Amazon devices, and don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube.
Subscribe!
He is that guy right there.
That's a me.
Yep. Bill the Golf Father Cuevas.
And he is
Big John Quick. And this segment is sponsored by The Distance Shoe, Squares Shoes, proof, not promise. And boy, oh boy, you know, this whole show we've been talking about the PNC Championship and JD and JD2 winning the PNC Championship and certainly getting some major TV time was Squares Shoes. Bill the Golf.
Squares Shoes. You know, not for nothing, but we have to do our giveaway. We haven't talked about the giveaway, so I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
You know, talk about it now, or should we get our guest on and then have him involved in it? I don't know. Sometimes he's a wise man. Sometimes he's a wise.
Well, here's the thing. If you love to golf,
yes,
why not golf the wise way?
That's what I'm saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the screen right now.
Oh, jeez.
Is
Greg,
Greg,
airways.
the wisest man in golf. Greg Wise is joining us here on Big's Golf Talk.
I just wrote that comment down. I think I'm going to use that.
Which one?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Okay. So,
Happy New Year, Mr. Wise.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you guys.
Happy New Year.
Well,
I don't know if he could hear you because he's kind of old. So you got to speak up a little bit.
I turned the hearing aids up inside my headphones.
Okay. All right,
so
cool.
We're good.
All right, just checking it. Now, Biggs, I got a question. Because, you know, are we allowed to say that word with the capital A and the two money marks?
Ass?
Yeah. We're allowed to say that?
Are you asking me, are you allowed to say ass?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to say the word.
You're not
ass.
allowed to say that?
No.
All right, Greg.
I'm
You're
safe.
lucky that I can't call you.
I'm safe.
You're not. You are safe. You're lucky because I changed it on my phone. I actually tell Siri, call Greg Wise.
Hey, Greg. Here's the thing.
What's the thing?
I said he is not allowed to say it.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, so you're gonna call Greg a wise ass? That's not very.
No,
nice.
I know, not at all. That's why you're not allowed to say it because you're not gonna.
You're
insult
not nice.
Our guest.
You just insulted him.
I did not insult.
You did too. You called him a wise ass.
I said he is the wisest man
ass.
in golf.
I know. I heard what you said the first 3 times. Stop calling him the wisest ass you know. Stop it. Sheesh.
Greg, you want to talk about hearing deficiencies? There you go.
I sorry, my English is not very good looking. No, no, it's not. So anyway, Mr.
He was
Greg,
going around. He was going around New Year's Day. Merry New Year!
What?
That was
boy.
That wasn't me, dude. I was sitting over here all by myself. My child was sleeping, and I was just sitting there doing
Biggs.
nothing.
Yes.
Biggs, what do you put in your eggnog?
That's a very good question. And
Because
part
obviously,
of that is a little bit of Tito's, a little bit of rum.
obviously, he was hitting the eggnog way too much.
Mr. Wise, that wasn't a very wise statement. Just saying. So anyway, Mr. Wise, before we start, we have a giveaway.
Oh, we haven't started yet?
We haven't started really. No,
Okay.
we started, but we didn't really start. So yeah, we just warming up. It's gonna get worse. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've had a giveaway.
It's been a while. So let's all sing the song. Anyway, I think one of the giveaways for this month shall be the amazing, the invincible Anson belt. That's what we're going to do. And for the folks that don't see us but hear us, we're all holding our hands up, saying hallelujah. You see, even Greg is going hallelujah. So yes, you can't see us, but yes, we're all excited. You know why we're excited? Because you know what? Even as the normal folks as we are, because we are, well, nobody ever has called us normal, but sometimes we pretend to be normal really, really good. So Mr. John Quick decided to enter the contest, which we're allowed to enter the contest. And he wrote,
hold on. Because you're skipping a whole lot of things here.
I was just getting to the juicy part.
We are giving away, but
we are
every single Friday. So you got to preface this thing. Don't skip the facts before you get to. They're thinking we launched a contest and you and I entered and we won the belt without anybody knowing about it.
No,
so let's not confuse.
Oh, you think because you know why? Because I'm not wise. That's why.
That's right.
If I was wise, then you would be correcting me. Okay,
you are a wise ass, but you're not wise.
Yes, he is. And you better leave Greg alone, okay? Stop talking about Greg. But anyway, so
let me make this clear. Bill Cuevas is a wise ass.
Absolutely.
I didn't say
100%.
anything about Greg being that.
I agree that Greg is as well. But anyway, folks, our contest, we have teamed up with David from Anson Belt.
Yes.
So I'm telling you about our contest. Mr. Biggs is going to tell you about the other contest.
Every
Our
Friday, Anson Belt and Buckle on Facebook. And sometimes on Instagram, depending, you can follow both, and you get that information on each of their profiles. They host their own belt giveaway.
Yes.
And I didn't think anything of it. I was just trying to help promote the brand because I love the brand, and I just put on there, I love all my Anson belts, and I said, don't you build the Godfather Cuevas, and tagged Bill on it. And so certainly what happened was
I
won.
No, we won.
Well, you won because I won because I tagged you.
No, you won because
and you know what? The rules were tag a friend, and I should have tagged Greg.
But you didn't because Greg's not your friend. Greg doesn't like you. So that's why. So I'm your only friend. Anyway,
Dave messaged, actually left a comment, says,
he left a
believe
comment.
it or not, you guys actually won in fair and square.
Yes, we did.
People are going to think it's rigged.
He did. He posted right up on there. So we actually got some new belts coming. You picked the red belt, I believe.
I did. I picked the red canvas. I don't have the red belt.
You know what I did? I took the black velvet. They got the new strap, the black velvet strap.
Holy cow!
Oh, it is sweet. So and then I got that buckle. It has like a It's like a gunmetal, but then
I'm
it
just visualizing is like Elvis's picture engraved in this black velvet.
Just call me Pimp Daddy Cuevas.
Okay, all right. I'm just checking.
I'm just letting you know. Okay. All I need is a pair of blue suede shoes. Ooh, yeah, I have a blue. You know, come on, sing with me.
No.
Christmas without you.
No, we're not promoting this at all.
So, Bill, we are launching on the website.
Yes.
Yeah, so when they listen to this show Saturday morning, it should be already on the website.
Absolutely.
What's the details? What are we giving away?
A complete belt, just like we won. A complete. That means you will get to
Belt
go.
and buckle of choice.
Belt and buckle. You go over there and you pick your strap.
Excluding
and
the snake skin, but just
yeah, you know, from the reg, just like us, you know, you can't go for a $400 strap.
You can't get a premium leather one.
No, we're not going with the crazies. I mean, you're going to get a good belt. We did. We got a great belt. I love their belts. I absolutely love their belts. I got the 1.5 inch thick belt. It's cool. So you can enter, Greg.
I wrote that down. I'm going there like momentarily.
Cool. So make sure you enter. And David's an amazing guy. We love David, everything that they do. Last time he was on the show a couple weeks ago, Biggs gave him some really good ideas, you know, and hopefully we're going to run with those great ideas that, you know, Biggs brought up, you know, reaching the umpire community and stuff like that.
Well, just the officiating community in general. I mean, football officials wear those patent leather belts. And, you know, not to mention, you know, law enforcement. Law enforcement wears those belts. So
so we talked about that patent leather going up. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be something in the future. Maybe could be happening.
So in this whole show today, we have been talking about the state of golf for 2022 and in the future, and you know, the PNC Championship. We had our man Greg Wise, who was on site at the PNC Championship.
Yep.
And Greg, you got to witness firsthand. We got to watch it on TV, but you got to witness firsthand the young crowds cheering on all these kids that were golfing with their fathers, you know, the father-son competition. And from what you've seen in person and from what we've seen on TV, we say golf is in a pretty good shape right now with the encouragement of these young players. And certainly, in our opinion, from the TV standpoint, the kids of this tournament stole the show.
I believe that statement is correct. It's one of the coolest tournaments there is because they are playing with their family members. A lot of the times the wives or mothers are caddying with them as well. So it's totally different dynamic altogether with this tournament. It's like the PGA Tour should figure out how to do this like once a quarter and just engage everybody because it is such a great, healthy family outing.
You know what? One of my favorite things was, and nobody's mentioned this whole entire show, was Corda. She got to play this year.
Yeah.
Her dad being there.
Her and her dad. And one of her highlights, you know, we all talk about, when people were taking pictures with Charlie and how excited they were. Watching Corda take a picture with Tiger and how excited she was and how giddy. She's like, oh my God, you take a picture, and everybody's, you know, showing the videos of them together and the interaction. And then her dad got to take a picture with Tiger. That's what it's about. You know, here you have two players, you know, one's PGA, one's LPGA together. And she's just like, and Tiger's like, no, come on, let's do this and stuff like that. That's golf. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It does, just like everybody with Charlie, it didn't matter who you were. Somebody admires you or thinks you're that cream that rises to the top. They want to, and you can see all the interaction, how it was. I love that part. I love the interaction with them.
An LPGA champion, tour champion, a gold medal finalist, and she's excited to see Tiger that she's never seen before. So it does play a lot into that. You know, and it's, like I said, the event is incredible. Everybody should go see that event just to experience it.
Yeah. And you know how that event, how popular that event is, Biggs, that when Greg originally sent his credentials to be part of that, you know, that particular tournament, when Tiger announced last minute that he was going, Greg got some news that his stuff might be shortchanged after all that stuff. But luckily for Greg, he's like, hey, we with you all the time, which is only right. You know,
well, Greg, we got to make sure we register you as a Big's Golf Talk
producer,
reporter, or something like that, because that would never happen to you again.
It really came down to certain people were getting in and certain people weren't. And I know a lot of people that registered, well, let's call it last minute, were turned away. I had done it like 2 weeks before when they first opened to be able to be there because I wanted to cover the event. I think it's a cool event.
Right.
Tiger or no Tiger, I wanted to cover the event that I've covered for the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah. So when they threw that back that only one per magazine was going to be able to come, it was like, hey, my wife and I do this as a team.
Yeah.
I can't tell you that the fact that we were there for 3 days and took over 2,000 pictures.
Right.
And it's all relative to, hey, get the word out.
Yeah.
And that's what
it was a blast.
About. And you see, that's not the only tournament because I've gone to others and I've put in, sometimes 4 weeks, when they have the list and you can go put it in and all, everything's fine and dandy. And then all of a sudden somebody pops in, this guy's going to play. And now all of a sudden, dear John, no pun intended, Mr. Biggs, but dear John, due to blah, 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 we have to cut, but is it fair? When you've been covering something for a very long time, like yourself, I mean, now all of a sudden, you get Tiger there. Now they want to push one aside. I
understand part of their issue is the fact of space availability for the media, because they do have a small venue for media. Right. You probably double or triple your food intake. We don't go to the golf tournaments to eat food. There are writers that go to the tournaments to eat food and drink beer and sit around to do nothing.
No,
I'm sorry, but that's true.
No way.
Oh, you're right.
No way.
One of the
just because they wear their hat backwards,
One of the things that I want to bring up is in last segment we were talking to Steve McMillan, and Steve McMillan brought up the Masters. Will Tiger be a part of the Masters? I have confirmation that as of this morning, Tiger is not on the list of participants for Augusta National at the Masters. Now, will that change? I don't think it's going to change. No. Greg, I know you were firsthand. You were seeing things that the camera was not showing. Obviously, Tiger Woods using a cart, but still having a really hard time with that knee with 3 rounds of golf only, and really not. I mean, that wasn't pressuring. A pressure tournament like the Masters. It wasn't a major. Certainly, it was more fun for him. More about I'm with Charlie. Charlie wants to try and win this event. However, with the limit of, the injury that he was suffering, it really showed he was not 100%. He was certainly limping in a noticeable fashion, even with having to drive a cart. Greg, I mean, you've seen things without cameras showing it on TV. I don't think, in my opinion, from what the camera showed, Tiger is nowhere near PGA Tour ready.
Well, let's see. How do I explain this? I've seen Tiger at his best and stood beside him and heard his swing. And to play the level golf, obviously, it takes to get to the Masters and play the Masters, you've got to power drive it. But if you throttle back to, let's say, 80%, which is still far more than you guys or me could hit it anyway, instead of hitting a wedge in, he's hitting an 8-iron in. So I think he could actually play. I don't know that he's going to commit till much later, but some of the pictures that I saw posted on Facebook was the fact of him tying his shoes on the back of a car and totally stretching his legs. You couldn't do that if your leg hurt that bad. I mean, that totally bad, that would be hard pressed to make that work. I know if I have a bad knee and would be struggling, I wouldn't be lifting my leg.
That, Greg.
I'm sorry?
You're used to that old age that you have. You're struggling.
Well, yeah, I've gotten used to it. You know,
Well, here's the thing, Greg. I mean, knowing that the Masters doesn't have a cut, do you think he can last 4 rounds? I mean, the
walking
the
that course, no, I don't think he could walk that course for 4 rounds.
And he already said that he refuses to apply for a card.
He won't. And I think the one person that did, I don't know if he's not going to do it. There's no way he's going to apply for a card, and there's no way he's going to be able to do those 4 rounds. He said it. He's not. He is not ready. He's climbing what I don't know if he said he's climbing Mount Kilimanjaro or whatever it is from his first injury, and now this one, which was even worse than the last one that he had. I don't see. If you watch some of the videos, because we get a better view actually on TV, watching him, his swing and his face, he cringes a lot when he was
grimacing.
swinging.
Yeah.
And,
we cringe when we see you play, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, but that's a difference. I smile and I like, that's a great shot, and then I scratch my head. Yeah, yes. You stop laughing and encouraging bad behavior, Mr. Boots. But he legitimately some of the shots that he took, he looked like he wasn't he looked like he was in pain.
A lot of times on Sunday, Charlie would go up and tee off the front tees where he was playing from.
Mm-hmm.
And if Charlie got it out there, he wasn't going to hit.
He wouldn't hit.
So all the better.
And that could have been an indication.
I think Charlie and Tiger came to that event just to get Charlie out there and get into that. I mean, he did the tournament a favor, maybe. It also kind of took away from everybody else because Tiger was there, and it was such a impact that Tiger was there. Mm-hmm. I kind of jokingly in the back of my head said they probably did the dailies a favor because all the cameras and all the emphasis, except for the final few holes that John was out there coming in, most of the emphasis was on Tiger himself. Mm-hmm. And he probably did the dailies a favor by being there.
Nice. Well, thank you, Tiger, for being there. John Daly from Square Shoes won with his son.
Yeah, exactly.
So he did him a favor. Cool. Very nice. I like it. How much time we got, Mr. Producer?
We are out of time. But, Greg, what do you see coming up for yourself in 2022?
Well, we'll be later this month at the LPGA at Lake Nona. The champions, obviously, the PGA merchandise show will be out there kind of hanging around and doing stuff.
Yeah.
2 or 3 of the writers.
You'll be doing the Biggs Golf Talk show.
Yeah. Well, hey, all the better. I mean, all the pieces and parts will be there.
Yes.
And February, as things come around, we're going to be doing a lot, whatever we can do.
There you go.
I don't blame you, man. Well, I mean, you got to keep busy. Boots
Yep.
to the ground.
Greg, thank you so much for joining us here on Biggs Golf Talk at last minute. We appreciate it. And please tell your beautiful wife, Mrs. Wise, we say hello.
I'll do it. Thanks, guys.
I don't know how he got her. Wait, are we still running? Oh, my God.
Yeah, probably so. And I agree with that. I'm the luckiest guy there is that I know of.
Yes, we'll be right back.